Hello and welcome to another article video for Lazio. Since the last video I've added two more potential transfers to the list. Well, I say potential, but I've got loads of people who I'm currently looking at, and that's Son and Bailey just for the left side, because I know I've only got what's his name, Lazio on the left side at the moment. It seems we lost Nani, so I've been scouting more wingers and forwards and such, so we'll see what happens with that. We're going to go in with the 4-3-2-1 formation against Man U. Obviously this is the Champions League round of 16, so this is going to be a pretty solid game probably, so we'll see what happens, but let's get into it.
Strapping Belgian striker. For in his last 3 games, he's given defenders a ton of time lately.
Oh my.
Alexis Sanchez.
Oh my, Dendonka, that was a bad mistake. Luckily, recovered it. Zano. Getting the box Immobile. Savage is gone though. That was nice play, to be honest.
Well, here comes the support.
Nice. In the box.
Trying to stretch the opposition using the wider areas here.
Okay.
It's an excellent cross.
It's yours, Immobile. What a nice save. Currently half time, 0-0 at the moment. Nothing much has been happening, to be honest. It's been more of a midfield battle. They're defending well, we're defending well. I've been wasting possession really, just because I think I've just been trying to force a play, trying to force a goal, but obviously we haven't got a goal, so it's just been a waste of possession, to be honest. Anderson got taken out in the first half, I didn't even see it, so he's already looking like he's injured. I don't think he's injured, I think it's just a precaution, but I'm going to take him off anyway, just in case I need to. And I will be bringing Rizzo off for Gasparoni just because he's smaller and faster. We're going to stay with the same formation for now, so let's see if we can make something happen.
Not now. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition.
Much better. Savage was playing really well in that first half as well.
Now Lingard.
Very bad play from me, should have cut it off
On the
earlier.
attack here.
Sooner.
Put into the middle.
Nice Dendonka. Counter.
And it is Lozano. Ciro Immobile. Luis Alberto. Here's Ciro Immobile. Shots on here.
Ooh, that was a nice play.
Supreme save.
Come on,
Getting
Lozano.
forward well as a team now.
Needy.
And here's the shot.
I just got pressured. I knew I shouldn't have taken the shot because I got pressured, but I took it anyway.
Really should have scored. Trying to pick out someone in the centre.
He actually still had it. Nice, this Piotr.
The wide man's got a chance here. There's space out near the touchline.
Didn't get ahead of him. Pulisic is going for it though.
Luis Alberto. Here's Ciro Immobile. He's through here.
Oh, Pulisic, the super sub. This is why I keep him over Anderson. This is why I want to get rid of Anderson if he's not going to perform. Very nicely played.
Nemanja Matic. Pogba. It's Lingard.
Wow. Couldn't even get the ball off him. They just destroyed me. Wow. Going over the press at the moment.
Keep moving the ball here.
Better.
Here's Ciro. He's got his shot off now.
Got his ass in the way. Nice, Savage. Nice, Lozano.
And it is Lozano. Werner. Oh, charged down.
Bad positioning by Werner, but he couldn't have done much. It was awkward playing there.
Both managers, I think, are trying to win it here. That's why it's such a captivating
Oh
contest.
my. Nice Dendonka. If he didn't get in front, that would have been bad.
It's looking good, this move. He saw the look from the other player and saw where the pass was going. Read it. Pogba. Ready the shot. That's a wonderful save. 2 minutes. Look very
Nice
good
Savage.
indeed.
Come on, boys.
The move has broken down. Got the ball and they're going at the good.
Come on, Immobile. Come on, Immobile.
Could be the winner. Immobile.
Yes! Oh my.
Well, the
But that was a really tight game, to be honest. As you can see, the possession was more or less equal. We had one less shot on target than them, although they had less shots than us. We played pretty well, to be honest. I switched to the 4-3-1-2 as opposed to the 4-1-2-1-2, just because I do generally prefer the 4-3-1-2. Milinkovic-Savic was just bossing the midfield in that game. It was him against Pogba basically, and he was basically all over them. Lozano was nice to get that assist. Yeah, for Immobile, so that was pretty good. Scored last minute. It's always last minute goals that matter. So I'm happy with that victory. It was close a lot of the time, but yeah, I think a draw would have sufficed as well, because I think we did deserve the draw, but we just about got that win, which is good. It as I thought, Felipe Anderson did actually get taken out, but I don't think he got taken out. I think it was just a standard injury. So because it did say he sprained his ankle, it's not like someone tried to rip his ankle off in the game. Because as I said, I didn't actually see the injury, so I think it was just is what it is. That's fine. We'll make do. Just the same old, to be honest. 2-1 game. It was not a 2-1 game against Bologna. As you can see, they've had 4 shots, 1 on target, and their only shot on target was a goal. And that goal was a pretty stupid goal, and I will show the goal just because of how stupid it was. Where was it? Yeah, 86th minute. Stupidity. How does he miss that header by defender? He's literally right next to the ball and he misses the header, which I don't blame the defender. I think it was Philippe. That's not the defender's fault, I don't believe. I think that's just the AI and just EA, to be honest. We still won though, which I guess is okay. We dominated them quite well. We did play a really weak midfield, to be honest. We brought on Immobile, Di Gennaro and Savic in the second half. So as you can see, we had Parolo, Lucas and Esposito in the midfield. So that was a pretty weak midfield, to be honest, and a pretty weak strike force as well. Goretzka got a goal, Esposito got a goal. Our forwards just aren't producing recently. The striking wise anyway, like Werner and Immobile are having some dry games at the moment. But it is the league games, especially, like I said, where we seem to just about win by 1 goal. We just win 1-0, which is why I'm not too bothered about the league at the moment. We're comfortably sitting at the top. It's just Champions League, which is the proper football, and the games are actually decent gameplay. For example, with Man U, that 2-1 victory was a 2-1 victory because it was back and forth. This should be like a 3-0, 4-0 victory. They shouldn't have even scored or been in the game, if that makes sense. But it is what it is. As I keep saying about the league gameplay, it seems terrible at the moment, and the teams are playing how they shouldn't be playing. But it is what it is. We still won, so I guess that's alright. Let's get to some fresh training for today. I've put in Esposito, the keeper, as well. Oh my, past few episodes we've been getting terrible training sessions. For one, we got the final report on Lucas Torreira. He doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Age 23 years old. I know he has that, what's it called, release clause, which is fine. So I'll look at that in further detail another time. Monthly scouting update. Yes. Everyone else. He has a lot of potential, but his general summary looks decent. But I'll leave that for now. Yeah, that's fine. They can be scouted further. And now this is what made me laugh. Ricardo Pereira suffered a broken toe in training, so he'll be out for 2 months, which is great news. We're getting loads of players injured recently, to be honest. I wasn't so bothered about Chan being injured because we have the CDM roles that we can fill. I know we have Pereira as a right back as well to replace Ricardo Pereira, but that's going to be a pain. Another youth squad monthly update. Let me have a look who we have. Just again, the same old for some reason. I've changed my what's it called as well. I've changed my scout. I've changed the scout instructions. and I'm still just getting the same players, so I won't be taking anyone up for that. Our next game is against Benevento. Is it? Is that Benevento? No, thank you. I'll not do international. I'm getting offers from everyone, but I will. Yeah, Benevento. I'll play that through and I'll be back with the stats. The game after that is the Roma game, I think it is. So I'll sort out the team, do the Benevento game, and I'll see you after that. A 4-1 victory. It was pretty straightforward, pretty comfortable. They did score a goal, obviously, because it is 4-1. It was a pretty good goal, to be honest, so fair play to them. But we just dominated them, more possession, more shots. Just generally dominated them everywhere, pass accuracy, shot accuracy, everything. Savic absolutely bossed that game. He had a nice goal. Yeah, heading goal, crossed into the box and he got above, so that was pretty nice. Immobile scored. I took him off about 70th minute because we have a cup game next against Roma in the Coppa Nazionale, so I want to make sure I can start at least 2 more Werner. But yeah, the team played pretty well. We did concede, but that's alright. I mean, the defense isn't perfect, but yeah, that was a good victory. Let's get to some more training. Hopefully we can at least get one good training session. The past few episodes have been terrible. Oh my life, it doesn't end. And our next game in the Coppa Nazionale is against Roma, which is the first leg, I believe. This is the team we're going into it with, the 4-3-2-1. Some of the players are tired. I was going to start Pereira because obviously Pereira got injured. He broke his toe somehow in what's it called, training. Anderson's injured as well. Chan's still injured, so it's a bit 50-50 at the moment with our players. But the players I'll be looking to bring on second half are probably Savic, Goretzka and Alberto. Actually, Savic, Goretzka and Pereira. It depends. If I switch to a 2-striker formation, then I'll be bringing on Werner as well. So that's that. Just a quick update on further players I've added to the transfer hub. One of them was Julian Brandt, just because his contract expires in 4 months, so I'll be able to get him on a free when the transfer window opens, hopefully. That's if I can't get anyone else. Bruma I'm going to be scouting, and obviously the rest remain the same, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let's get into the game with Roma. Hopefully we can make an impact. I mean, I know we've had some tough games recently, especially with Napoli and Roma, but let's see how we go. Nice Pulisic, I knew that was going to be there. Almost just an effort, but I thought, I'm pretty sure he had 4-star reports, so that was really nice. Nice Lozano.
Could be dangerous.
Oh my, that was a rocket. Destruction. Yes, Lozano. Nice. Ref.
Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging.
Ref didn't even give any advantage.
They've got numbers in this attack and it looks dangerous.
Referee taking me down. And that's advantage.
Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. Good defensive clearance there.
Wow.
Marco Parolo, he's coming forward. It should be. Oh, he's in again.
Nice save. Here we go.
Into the attacking third.
Oh, they just done me. I challenged. Oh.
That's good play by the defender. Because had he messed up then, it would have cost a goal, I'm sure.
Oh damn. Oh, they just ripped me apart. Wow, that was a nice goal. Nice, Felipe. Hold it, nice. Lozano. I thought he was going to make it. Felipe's playing well. I mean, I know he's a centre back. Oops, in the right back role. But he's not playing as bad as I thought he would be. 50-50.
Looking good, this move. Made sure the ball is stuck at his foot. And in it goes.
That's yours. Oh my. That was a lovely goal. Missed that Immobile. Nice. Gone. Pulisic. Oh yes. Pulisic. Yes. 4-1. Very good, boys. Oh, that was close. Nice tackle. Broke him in half.
Maybe the counter attack is on here.
Counter.
Slip it through.
What a counter.
Opportunity now.
Immobile. Oh, my boys. You're in trouble. 5-1 half time. That's a very strong performance so far. They've had one shot, one on target, one goal, and to be fair, that was a nice goal from them. But our team we're just pressing them way too much. We are all over them more or less. We're just pressing them. The team's playing really well. We are playing a weaker midfielder than them, but it's actually coming together quite well. So no changes at the moment. Formation's fine. Let's press them more. Let's see if we can double this scoreline. Which probably won't, but if we can do it in one half, as they always say, it can happen in another. Oh, what a ball. Philippe pushed into the centre-back position, even though he is at right back, which I suppose is in his fault. Nice. Counter.
A brilliant first half from this fella.
On top of his game out there, and I'm sure he'll be thinking about grabbing his hat-trick in the second half.
Oh, Morrison, that was nice.
Here's a chance to get at the opposition.
Immobile still got it. Oh, Immobile, you're playing well. Oh, here we go. Den Dunker's running long stamina. Here we go. Nice Esposito. Oh, goal is coming out. There's a nice save.
Is Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
He landed really awkwardly on his shoulder there and is in some discomfort. He's a tough cookie. I think he'll stay out there.
Cheers, Jeff.
Immobile. That's all I have to say. Immobile. That's his hat-trick. Nicely done.
Perfect day for the player. Set for the corner. Swung in from the corner. Well, he's hit the man.
That was my fault. Completely my fault. I headed it back into play with Morrison when I should have just kept it within and sent it out. Nice goal though. There's full time, 6-2 victory. We definitely deserve that victory. They got two pretty good goals. I mean, the second one was my fault, but that's not taking anything away from that goal. Immobile was just a beast. 10 out of 10. He got 3 goals, any assists? 3 goals, 3 assists. Wow. So he was basically involved in every goal, more or less. I was trying to switch him off like 80th minute once he got his hat-trick for Werner, just to give Werner some playtime as on, just to make sure Immobile doesn't die. But the ball only went out when 2 minutes were added on, so I couldn't have really done much about that. We started a weak midfield, but it actually went really well, to be honest. I think there's a scare that Morrison may be injured, but we'll have to see after the match. Philippe, surprisingly, very surprisingly, played really well as a right back. I mean, there was a few iffy moments, but ultimately he played really well in my opinion. That was really good. Esposito made a couple of nice saves as well. Pretty comfortable victory though. Really good win, to be honest. So yeah. Well, our next game was against Cagliari. As you can see, a 6-0 victory. We basically hammered them, destroyed them, demolished their team. The gameplay was really slow, so I'm quite surprised that we actually made it to 6-0. The team actually played quite well, but the gameplay was really slow. Looking at the team we played, we didn't make any subs. That's the team we played because everyone's tired, everyone's basically out of it at the moment. We played Rizzo as a centre-back, who's one of our young CDMs, Kishner in at camp, and obviously bringing in Gasparoni and Alberto instead of Immobile, who played the last game. Pretty solid game. Lukaku made quite a few slips, to be honest, so I'm quite glad that he's going when the transfer window opens. But that was a solid game. Alberto got a hat-trick in the first half, Werner got his well-deserved goal, Savic scored a good goal, Goretzka got a really nice goal as well. So yeah, we basically demolished them. It was a pretty good win, although there was some terrible gameplay. Let's get to some more training. Can we please have a good session for once? Finally, that was actually a decent session. Very nice. I've just added a couple young players to the prospects for transfers. I'll be doing some further scouting, so we'll see what happens with that. Because our team's a bit 50-50 at the moment, that's why I'm just selling players, buying players, and given that a lot of players are tired, that's why I'm looking for replacement players in times like this where I have nobody to play at the moment. For example, I was playing Rizzo as a centre back. Another player I was looking at, which I scouted ages ago, is Kamara, who could be that substitute player that I need as a striker. Who can be, I think it's prospects you can have him as, so they don't mind if they don't play too much. So when Immobile and Werner are tired and I need someone else to fill that role, Kamara can come in. So that wouldn't be too bad. Next game is against Man U for the second leg of the Champions League. The first leg obviously we won 2-1. We're going in with this formation and team. I know it's a pretty weak team, to be honest. Yes, don't ask, I'm playing Fontana as a right back. Maybe I should be starting Philippe. Yeah, I'll start Philippe then, see what happens. A pretty weak midfield, so I'm relying heavily on my forwards because everyone's just tired and out of it at the moment or injured. So I don't want to aggravate any injury or risk any injury. So we'll be going into the Man U game like this. I'm just hoping we can pull out all the stops for this, because we'll be getting the treatment from them. So let's hope for the best.
He scored 4 in his last 3.
Going Immobile. Immobile coming in.
Oh,
Di Gennaro! No, if that was Savic or somebody else, I think that would have been a goal. Ah, he didn't catch it well, did he? Oh! Oh, damn. Oh, that's Wallace. Oh, Lukaku. Wallace came out, and I didn't get the tackle, and that was it. Nice.
He's given possession away here.
Immobile matching Lukaku. Yes.
A bit of menace in this attack. Here's Ciro Immobile. Now the shot.
Oh, De Gea had that all day long.
Chris Smalling. Pogba. It's Lingard.
Oh, this is going to be
Mata.
nice Dendonka.
Lucas.
Let's get on the counter, boys.
This turnover could be costly against a side that can break like this.
Pulisic, why are you always offside? Why? Currently half time against Man U, 1-1 we're drawing at the moment, but we're winning 3-2 on aggregate. They've had more possession obviously, but we've had more shots. For the team we're playing, I don't think we're playing so bad, to be honest. I mean, Mignolet is actually playing quite decently, and Di Gennaro is actually getting himself into good positions. Dendonka's holding it down at the back. Wallace has made some good stops. Philippe was a bit iffy, but fair enough, he's playing as a right back. Pulisic, I have no idea what the hell he's doing this game. He's been offside so many times. I'm not sure why, he's just been offside a lot of the time. What I will be doing though, not any changes at the moment, but I probably will be bringing on the Savic, Goretzka, and most likely Morrison, unless Alberto if I switch to a 2-striker formation. But not too bad considering the team are playing at the moment. So let's get into the second half.
These two have got a great understanding with
Nice
their passing.
Philippe.
The cross goes.
Oh, Lozano was going to it. De Gea had to, we forced De Gea to make a save.
Attacking now. It's a good cross.
Oh,
Miscued really with the header. Yeah,
great concept, but
Lozano.
nice.
Here's Ciro Immobile. And here's the shot.
Pulisic. Yes! 2 goals ahead. I was staring at it, I thought that looked like it was going outside the post, that's why I didn't have a reaction first. But yeah, good. Nice. Nice recovery there. Oh, Lozano didn't continue his run. If he continued that run, could have been there.
In this part of the pitch. Played back. Here's Ciro Immobile. Oh, he's cut that out well read.
I overplayed that way too much. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We got it. Overplayed it just enough then. Well, there's full time. Second half we definitely got a bit more possession because I think they had 57% possession in the first half. So we definitely had more possession, and as you can see, the only goal was the only shot. Second half they had no shots, we basically held them at bay. All I will say is Wallace more or less had Lukaku in his back pocket. Lukaku literally could not go anywhere. Wallace was onto him every time. Everywhere he went, he was just onto him, whether it was down the wing, Wallace took him down everywhere, so he very much deserved that 8.8 rating. Immobile, back to sub, got those 2 goals. Pulisic, which that was a funny goal, quite a weird goal as well, but he got that done. For the team we played, I think we played pretty well to be honest, so that's a good 3-1 victory, which means we're through to the quarters in the Champions League. Very nice. Our next game was against Sampdoria. 2-1 victory. We had chances in the first half which we missed, so it could have been about 2 or 3-0 in the first half, including the penalty. Actually, I think the penalty was the second half. Yeah, so the first half I did have a few opportunities which I missed, but Sampdoria played really well to be honest. They had more possession, they got all their shots on target. They were playing in and out of us basically. So props to them, it was actually quite close. If we didn't have that penalty, we would have jawed, but I think that penalty was deserved because obviously it was a yellow card offence. If it was last man, it would have been red card straight up. But props to them because I didn't take my chances in the first half. We missed quite a few. Some of them were close, like hitting off the post, coming out and such like that. So yeah, it was really close. Team played pretty well. Werner got both goals. He was in for a hat-trick in the second half during the closing minutes. Unlucky to get it. Anderson came on, as usual. I'm not really sure what to say about Anderson. Gasperoni played quite well. Morrison, it was a bit 50-50. I was really happy with Lucas Torreira from their side. I felt he played really well for them. So yeah, we are looking to sign him potentially, so yeah, that was pretty nice. Viviano, he was saving everything for them as well, so props to him, he played really well. 2-1 victory though, so it's not too bad. Let's get to some more training. Come on boys, come on. No comment. So after today's games, obviously we're still top. 16-point gap at the moment, which is pretty nice. I think Napoli lost their last 2 games to be honest. I think that's why we've gone top, and Inter slowly pushed up as well. Juventus are catching up as well, so it's pretty close, but we've got quite a nice cushion at the moment, so we've been playing quite well. We've got to the quarters of the Champions League, as you saw when we beat Man U in both games, winning 5-2 on aggregate, I'm pretty sure. As you can see, Immobile is still top goal scorer, joint with Insigne, but Werner's also catching up as well. Just for reference, some final scout reports have come back, between 4 and 6 million, not bad. 4 and 5 million. Bruma's one came back as well, between 28 and 40 million. So quite a few options for us to go through and assess and see what we want to do. We did get an extra 6 million transfer budget from the Champions League. It says it's been added, but I don't think it's been added yet. But yeah, so it's not too bad at the moment. We're currently 91 rating on board expectations. We're doing quite well currently. Yeah, we're in the quarters for the Champions League. Caponacci now, we're in the semis at the moment. I think we've got, I actually don't know who we've got for that, and I don't know who we got for the next Champions League game fixtures, so we'll have to see about that. Just an update on the team, just who I think's playing quite well. I'm going to exclude who's already leaving, for example Alberto and Lukaku. Werner's playing well. He did have a joy streak, but he's been banging goals in. Morrison's a bit 50-50 at the moment now. Savic obviously is just brilliant. Gasperoni is good. Goretzka's good. This defence is good. Lukaku is obviously going. Strakosha is playing well. He's letting in a couple of easy goals, but obviously you can't be brilliant all the time. Wallace is playing well. I think he's still got Lukaku in his back pocket, so I'll have to check that in a bit. Esposito's playing well. His rating's gone up quite a lot. Anderson again, I'm looking to get rid of him if I get a decent offer for him, but at the moment he's just 50-50 and he's not to my play style. Luis Felipe has been coming in quite handy in the right place, in the right back spots, just because Pereira's injured as well. Chan's still injured. Immobile, of course, banging in goals. Miller actually quite surprised me. He played well. Rizzo has all been using him as a centre back, so the team is slowly coming along. I mean, we are in the final season at the moment, unless I do another season after the Champions League, like if we don't win it or anything like that. But the team's actually getting to end game team, in my opinion, what I'd like for the final Champions League matches and such, because we've got quite a few prospects as we've spoke about. The ones I'll generally be looking to bring in, probably a striker, a cheap striker. It's looking likely to be Brandt or Brumer, because these are all, I don't know. It's probably going to be Brandt or Brumer, to be honest. But obviously we'll get there when we get there. If I'm looking to break the bank, as I said, Ousmane Dembele. Tavia, I'll very likely be bringing him in as well, and maybe a centre back slash and a left back as well. Sessegnon might not be too bad, but it's looking very likely to be Luke Shaw, because obviously I've been watching him for a while now and I'll be able to approach him soon. Grimaldo is just not happening. 56 million for a left back, that is just not happening for me. But yeah, it's not a bad episode today. We've certainly been banging in the goals, but that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.